I love group exercise. So I grew up running with my parents, mostly my dad, and I like the motivation that you get when you work with somebody else to do any kind of physical activity. So for me, I love group classes, and I also love the way it makes me feel. Like it helps me reduce stress, it helps me sleep better at night, and it just makes me feel better every day. My name is Jennifer Sexton, and I'm an assistant professor in management in the College of Business. And I'm also a spinning instructor. My first spinning class was probably seven years ago. My very first class was when I was still in grad school in Tallahassee, Florida. I actually graduated from high school in South Carolina and got accepted to Vanderbilt, so I went to Nashville, Tennessee. I started out as a pre-med biology major and realized that that was not for me, so I ended up getting an undergraduate degree in German. And then I tried to do something with that degree. So I ended up being a substitute teacher for a little bit in Nashville, and ended up moving back to Florida, which is where my sister and my parents were. So when I got to Florida, I decided that I needed a graduate degree. So I got my MBA at Florida State, and I ended up staying an additional 5 years, which sounds like a really long time. But I stayed in. Really loved the research that all of the stuff we were learning in our MBA class. I really liked the sort of the social science behind it, so I ended up staying to get a degree in research. When I finished my PhD at Florida State, I ended up applying for jobs all over the place, and I really liked the community here at WVU. I loved the department that I interviewed with, and when they offered me a job, I said yes. But I work really hard to take care of my body, so I do a lot of stretching. I try and do some weight training to help cross-train, wear the right equipment, make sure that the bike is set up correctly. So luckily, and I try to really rest on my rest days, so I really try to avoid injury.